What's up, folks? Johnny J's here, and it's not the end of the month; it's the beginning of the next month. It's doing video pickups for January 2015. I forgot to do it. Don't know if you noticed, but here on the East Coast, we've been hit with snowstorm after snowstorm after snowstorm. I think we have a cumulative 50 centimeters. Do the math if you're in the U.S. I don't know inches, whatever. And we're getting more tomorrow and Tuesday. It's just like, it won't fucking stop. So, we're going to have big mountains. But, yeah, I decided to, well, I'm going to sneeze here in a second, so. Or not. Or yeah. Jesus. Yeah, I actually got a pretty good haul this time. Yeah, we got a lot to go through, so let's get started. First off, the lone toys. Hadn't had an opportunity to get a whole lot, mainly because of the snowstorms and because of the fact that we were out of a vehicle for a while. You all know what happened. Don't need to go into that. But for one day, I was able to get out. For about $2, I got a whole bag full of the Mario Kart 8 McDonald's toys, or Burger King, or whatever one was doing it. I can't remember. It was like there's like 3 Bowsers in here. I got one Mario when he has a 0G thing going on, and a Yoshi on a bike. So yeah, so keeping at least one Bowser. The other two, crap, if it doesn't roll off. The other two, don't know what I'm gonna do with yet. We'll figure out something. Give those to people. Sorry for my stuffiness. I'm still coming down. I'm still coming off of a cold, so it's pretty bad. Got 2 lone Xbox 360 games, and just because they were like really dirt cheap. Seen a few people playing this online again, and I really wanted to get it again. Plus, it's an easy 1,000 achievements. Fight Night Round 3, a launch title for the 360. It was also on the original Xbox. I played a shit ton of this on the original Xbox. Probably one of the best boxing games out there besides Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So we're gonna give it a go at that. And I actually picked this up today because. Hell, it was only $1, and there's no good label on it. It's Bulletstorm. Hey, buy this game to get early access to Gears of War 3 beta, which I didn't do. So, from what I've seen, people playing it, it's just your typical FPS. You're just running around shooting, and you can do like style kills and all that. So that's it for 360. Now I don't own the console anymore. I don't know why I bought this. But I think I just wanted to have it in my collection. Plus, if I do get one of these consoles again, I'll have it. And that is Ultimate Mortal Kombat on the Nintendo DS. This is probably the best. We reiterate, this is the best handheld version of a Mortal Kombat game you can possibly get. It's straight off Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. The cool thing is, I don't know if you can see it on the box art here, but you play right here. Like your playfield's here, but up here is a list of your moves and your fatalities. So that's actually awesome. It is complete in box. It's got the manual. It's got for some reason, a Wi-Fi connection booklet. But yeah, it's complete in box. It's got the game. Plus, another reason I got it too is I can store a GBA game in there. Do I have a GBA game lying around here? Yes, I do. So like if I'm like traveling around, I want to keep this with me. I can just. It's like, hey, I also want to play Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. It's there. So, yeah. So, I'm going to take that out just to make sure I don't forget where I put it. So, yeah, Lone DS game. I just wanted to have a physical copy of it. PS2. Decided now that one of my local pawn shops is selling PS2 games for $2 a pop. So, I figured, pick some up and they'll make really good games. This one I didn't get. I got it at a thrift store, but it ended up getting Spider-Man 2. I wanted to see what the big fuss is and why people say this is the best Spider-Man game ever because of the web slinging. So, we'll take a look here. Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire are in here, apparently. I think this is the one, though, that John DiMaggio's in it as Rhino. But he sounds like, like a dumber Bender, which is what John DiMaggio sounds like. This one, we got for $2. Nano Breaker, which is apparently by the people who make the new Castlevania. Well, the PS2 versions of Castlevania, so the Lament of Innocence and Curse of Darkness, I think the other one was. I had that one on Xbox, so I don't have it on PS2. From what I can see, it looks like a hack and slash like Castlevania, but more akin to Devil May Cry. So we'll take a look at that. The game that was meant to be the end of the series, I got Mortal Kombat Armageddon. It's really not that good of a fighting game, especially the arcade mode where the endings are just you standing on top of a pyramid and text roll by. It's like, oh yeah, this happened to Tanya, or this happened to Liu Kang, or Zombie Liu Kang, I should say. I also got it too because I think we could probably do something funny with Motor Combat, the kart racing game. You know what? This and Deception, they had some really fun like other alternate modes. I don't know why they didn't ever make these into full-fledged games. I think like a Mario Kart, a full-fledged Mario Kart version of Mortal Kombat would be pretty funny. So I got some Genesis games. I haven't done Genesis in a while. A guy online sold these, plus a couple of NES games for $30 total. So I actually got quite a good deal on it, and I actually got some with some cases too. And there's price tags on it. I still got to take off, but I couldn't. With recognizing the price tag, I know where he got these from. But still cool. I got no booklet, but I got the case and everything. So I got Ren and Stimpy, Stimpy's Invention, which was never a fan of Ren and Stimpy. It just came with it. I just wanted to get the whole thing to get some of the other games that I wanted. I'm not a fan of Ren and Stimpy. I played it. Doesn't play good. I don't think to my knowledge, I don't think there's any good Ren and Stimpy game. If you can think of one, leave it in the comments. I gotta clean this case up because it's seen better days. But I've got the Genesis version of Mortal Kombat 2. No booklet. Nope, no booklet. Just the cartridge. Super Nintendo 1's better. I tried playing this. I got a 6-button controller, so I can actually, you know, do fighting games on the Genesis justice. But that, I don't know. But okay, I'm gonna get to this one. The other ones I scored good on, but man, this one, Revolution X, the light gun slash crosshairs on-rail shooter featuring Aerosmith. Genesis version not good. Like listening to the worst chip version of Love in an Elevator. Oh my god, this game's horrible. And it's still got the Blockbuster sticker on the back of it. But for these two games, I think I made off like a bandit on these two, considering everything that's in there. So I got Streets of Rage and Streets of Rage 2 on the Genesis. Now, Streets of Rage 1, I already have it as part of the Genesis 6-pack. But it's nice to have it on its own one, so I don't have to worry about like powering off to switch games on that pack. Streets of Rage 2 I didn't have, so it was good to get that, and I just need 3, and I've got them all. So the Genesis haul was pretty good. Now on to NES. The two games that I got with that that deal, I actually got Gradius. So I just need a reproduction card of Gradius 2, and I have all the NES Gradius games. I don't. Life Force / Salamander doesn't technically count, even though it's still kind of the same type of game. In my opinion, Life Force plays a hell of a lot better than Gradius. Gradius 3 though is still my favorite, even though I've never beaten it. Second one I've got is A Boy and His Blob. You have the Wii version. I never had this one. I find it funny that when you boot this up, it has like this horrible sound alike at the Indiana Jones theme song. I gotta give this a serious playthrough. I've seen speedrunners though. At like if you do a glitch at the beginning, you can actually beat the game in under 2 minutes. That was pretty funny. These three I got from my local pawn shop. They range from like $3 to $4. And this one I have to clean because it's, I don't know if somebody spilled soda on it because it's like really sticky on the end of it. But I got Anticipation, the video board game where it's like Trivial Pursuit, but the computer draws an image and you have to guess it. Played a little bit of it. I just kept landing on yellow spaces and just like guess the letter, and it's like, oh, it's a Y. Yeah, you win. Might actually do a playthrough of this. I don't know, because I heard it's like up to 4 or 8 players or something like that. I love how the image of this doesn't tell you anything about the game. It's just like a bunch of white people going, "Oh my god, this is the best game ever." I'm sure that's what they sound like. Uh, we all know this isn't a good game because there's a rainbow on it, but still, gotta have it in the collection. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The cart's seen better days, but with some tricks that I've learned from Billy of the Game Chasers on the Game Chasers channel, using hairdryer methods and Goo Gone, I can get this looking alright. I don't know about that discoloration, though, on the bottom of the cartridge. That's pretty much done for. And finally, I don't know why I haven't had this. It's probably one of the most common games on the system. I see it everywhere. Wrath of the Black Mana. A side-scrolling ninja game. Not as good as Ninja Gaiden, but, you know, when you're collecting, you don't really collect for the good of the game. You just collect because it's, you know, because you need it. So, yeah, actually, not a bad haul. I didn't spend a whole lot on all this. Most of them were like $1, $2 games. But, yeah, that's what you want to do. Because, like, I always set a premature budget, but I end up going over it anyway. But if I find myself, like, over way too much, then I'm just like, okay, it's time to, you know, cut back there. But, you know, some of these deals, when they presented themselves, I could not pass them up. They were pretty good deals. And I'm glad that, at least in my area, there are some people that, you know, don't undercut or don't undercut, whatever. Don't try to screw them over. I know there have been some people lately that have been like, hey, I got Super Mario World on Super Nintendo. Oh, how much? $25. Fuck you. It's not a $25 game. It's the most common game on the system. Came bundled with a bunch of Super Nintendos. It's like super. It's not super rare. It's really common, and you're just doing it because Mario's in the name. That's the only reason you're charging that. You're scumbags. Anyways, that's my January haul. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel and subbing and all that good stuff. We'll see you at the end of February. I will try to get this out on the 28th or 29th. Is this year a leap year? I don't know. Anyways, see ya.